Tim, from a UKIP perspective, what do you feel about what's happened in Thurrock Council?
Shambles, absolute shambles. We have a situation now where we face very deep cuts in local government services because the money has run out, as Liam Bird said, and we have a council that basically isn't grown up enough to work with each other. And frankly, for all the political point scoring that went on last night, it doesn't look good for Thurrock residents.
So what are you saying? Do you feel they sort of all got down together and had some coalition?
Well, of course they did. They all started squabbling and playing their political footballs and then went and had a buffet at our expense afterwards. And I was expecting somebody to say, what crisis? What crisis? And the point is, it's business as usual. There is no new politics for us here in Thurrock. We have Labour sniping at Conservatives, Conservatives sniping at Labour, and we have a leader of the Conservatives, Gary Haig, who clinging on to the very end to his position in the East of England Local Government Association and his other roles he has outside. And frankly, I think if the Conservatives were grown up enough to get a leader who would care about Thurrock, then they may have been rewarded with the authority again. But again, it's gone to Labour. I mean, who thinks that the party that bankrupt Britain is going to get Thurrock out of its financial mess?
What about Gary Haig's argument? He just thinks that, you know, Tories won the local election and they had a democratic mandate, and it seems to have somehow been perverted.
People elect councillors, they don't elect an authority. It's like the argument with the coalition. People elect MPs who then go to make it. Yes, they did win a seat, but again, they can't keep their own house in order. The fact is, Gary Haig has no confidence within the council chamber, he has no confidence from the outgoing chair of planning, and he has no confidence from the former leader of the Conservatives who brought them into administration in 2004. So I think the Conservatives need to look at themselves and think, are they going to stagger on, or are they going to provide some serious opposition? Because a lot of big spending decisions are going to come forward. The government has said that they're going to ensure that no council increases its council tax, so what's going to be cut for that? And frankly, we need them to grow up to stop this political point scoring and ensure that we have frontline services like libraries, like street cleaning, that aren't affected, and they look at some of their own profligate areas of spending, like their £8,000 allowances that come to a pot of £500,000 a year, like their buffets and like the other extravagances that they should cut, because we pay for our services, we don't pay for them to get fat off the taxpayer.
Do you feel as well politically that, you know, intervention from Westminster is just a hairbreadth away?
Well, basically 75% of what the council does is directed by central government. I think central government should do far less, because then these local elections will get higher turnouts. Now, we saw here 59.1% I think it was turnout for the general election. Probably go down to about 30–40% for the local elections next year. We need these local elections to matter, and if we had more control over our spending, if we could be more innovative with our spending. Hillingdon Council, for instance, has managed to save its libraries. It's managed to increase their provision because it's been innovative with it. It's put Starbucks in, it's relaxed its rules with eating and drinking, it's had function rooms. It's innovation. And what we get here, you won't have any innovative practices put into the council, because you've got Labour sniping at Conservatives, Conservatives sniping at Labour. The election's over, and now they've got to start getting down to the business of sorting out the mess their finances are in.